Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. Today's date is Thursday, August 27, 2020. And I want to reach out and say thank you for listening and watching our video blog today. This morning, we're going to be taking a look at the SPY. We're going to look at Fngu. We're going to look at VXX. We're going to take a look at some trade ideas we're adding to our Road to Wealth watch list. And then we're going to be looking at a few charts that we traded yesterday from and to the Road to Wealth account. Now, if you've not heard of the Road to Wealth account, you'll be hearing more about it coming up here real quick. I've started a new one. In January of 2018, we opened up an account for $5,000. This past summer here in 2020, the account was worth, I think, up to, the max I think it hit was $78,000. We have recently pulled money out of it, and we're starting this project again, this time starting with $10,000. So if you'd like to be part of the Road to Wealth account and trades, make sure you subscribe to our channel here. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you won't miss any trades we put out there and or trade ideas. So again, thank you very much for watching the blog. Let's get started here. Okay, so the SPY, there we go. The SPY was able to push out another remarkable day yesterday. Absolutely remarkable day. And here we are now up toward this upper trend line right here. I've got a little trend line drawn right there. Just tagging these highs, and just allowing it to go where it wants. And you can see we're right up there right now at the close of yesterday. I can see that looks like we're going to open up just slightly lower today. Nothing overly concerned. Nothing concerning about the actual open that we see at the moment. Now, remember, Mr. Jerome Powell speaks here in a little while, from what I understand, before the market opens. So that could be a big game changer. We'll keep an eye on that. So what we need to do is, let's get rid of that. What we'll be watching for is a possible follow through over yesterday's candle and then breaking out of this upper trend line. That is certainly a possibility here. The other possibility that we'll be watching for is a breakdown of yesterday's candle, moving below yesterday's candle, and possibly coming down to this lower trend line right in here. Now, long as we stay in this area and or above, I'm going to remain, for the most part, bullish. I'm not going to make any drastic changes. Pretty much stay bullish. If we do start closing below this trend line, whether it be, I would be surprised if it was today, but whether it be tomorrow or next week or the week after, then I will be a little concerned, and I might have to lay on a couple of shorts and lighten up on some of the longs. And if we get through this line right in here, just shy of this 340.50 area, then I would be very concerned, because that could put us back down into this area here. But let's do this. Let's just watch the charts. Let's watch the price action. Let's not try to predict what's going to happen in the market. Let's just trade like we always trade, and we do very well at that. All right, let's take a look at Fngu real quick. Fngu is the Fang leveraged ETN that follows the big tech and the Fang stocks. And you can see yesterday just had a remarkable Absolutely remarkable day yesterday, even though it was only a handful of those stocks, maybe even just three or four, that took us up. Even though it was just that, it did do that. So I watch this chart a lot. I'm fearful that someday that this, the big tech is going to lay down for a little bit. And when it does, it may pull this market down as well. So I keep an eye on this pretty close here. Let's peek at VXX. Now, VXX showed no super fear, no super volatility yesterday, but it does look like that it's trying to form some sort of a base in here. Now, it's done this before. It's done this before up here. It's done it a couple of times, and it has failed. It has not broke out of our trend indicator. It has not turned our trend indicator line green. It's been red for some time. So the fear in the market is not going to be too bad until we get above this, what we call our trend indicator line here, and those dots turn green. Now, with that said, I will say I did buy a little bit, just a little bit of VXX yesterday, just a little bit. For the most part, my stop will be down here about that line right there. We'll see what happens. If it starts to work, I will possibly add to it. I've got a few more charts that I bought and sold yesterday, and we'll talk about those after we look at our trade ideas today. So stay tuned. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to take a little drink of water. Still fighting this cold, and it's just making my voice a little bit raspy, a little bit dry. All right, let's take a look at some trade ideas. Whoops, that's not it. Hang on. There we go. I finally figured it out. STZ. Now, this has been on our watch list, our Road to Wealth watch list. If you've been watching the videos the past several days, week, 2 weeks maybe, you've noticed or have heard about STZ. And I really like the way this is producing here. And I've talked about it a couple of times on these videos. I'm looking for a target up at 190, challenge this top over here of July top. And from there, I'm looking for about 200 to 203 bucks up here on this chart. Now, what we've got going on so far is a rally and a pullback. And you guys all know this is like a favorite to me. Low to a high, and then we went to a higher low, or higher high, excuse me. This high right there, if we draw that across just like that, you can see that we've broken out. This to me becomes the tradable bottom. We're set up in this is a 3/8 trap pattern. Our trend indicator has turned green. You can see that right there. And we have a very nice little pop out of the box forming right in here. So I'm looking for entry inside this area here, and or a slight little breakout, and then a possibly test is what I would look for. So STZ could be setting up to make us some money. Another chart that you may have heard about on the Road to Wealth account and is MDLZ. This has been mentioned several days. In fact, I was in MDLZ here, and I actually sold it because of my the Road to Wealth account rules. I had someone ask me, and let me stop. I'm going to take a break here really quick. Let me explain what I'm doing with the Road to Wealth account. I've got an account that is worth right now. We started a new one. Is worth $10,000. Okay, and in 12 months, my goal is to make that account worth $20,000 plus. All right, that's my goal. That's my goal. So basically, in 12 months, I'm wanting to double my account. Now, in 2018, January, I opened an account with $5,000. Actually, it was $5,100. Okay, 5,100. And just a couple months ago, the account was worth 75. Actually, I think it got up to 78,000. $78,000. We pulled the money out of that account, kept 10,000 in it, and now we're going to do this project again. So the charts you're seeing, the charts that you, the charts that I'll talk about at the end of this, of the trade ideas today, will be the charts that I moved on yesterday or previous days and maybe sold some yesterday. And I owe a huge part of the success to the live trading alerts scanner. This is 2 alert windows from, I've got about 20. This is 2 alert windows from the 20 I have. And I owe much of the success to this right in here, this tool. So I want to reach out and say thanks to Mr. Ed Carter for allowing me to use the live trading alert scanner. And you too can use it. You too can use it. Okay, let's take a look at more charts here. ADI may be setting up. We've got a top here. All right, so the top, here we go. We have a nice little top here. The sellers came in and started working it. Well, all of a sudden here, I see a little inverted head and shoulders, okay? As we move up, I see the chart pattern starting to develop right here. Chart pattern starting to develop. And here we broke out. Nice breakout over here. So with this breakout, we've got a little doji up here. And this is a doji continuation pattern, or it's got 2 bars of the 3 bars of the doji continuation pattern. We're still looking for follow through. Right now, I would set up a buy box in this area right here. This is my plan. This is my trade plan. I urge everyone to create your own trade plan, but this is how I trade and my trade plan. So I'll be looking for an entry in this area. And then, so maybe an entry. And then I'm going to look for follow through up into the 124.85 and then possibly 127.30 up here. And that will create some great base hits for our account and help us double it in that 12 months. Coke, where are you? There we go, Coke. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee here in a second. Thank you very much. I have to keep my throat a little damp. So I'm starting to really look at Coke here. We've got a pair of dojis here, which make a morning star signal on a 2-day chart. There's the 2-day chart. Nice little bullish morning star signal. We're down here at that lower trend line that is trending up, and we have that doji continuation pattern set up here. So what I'm kind of watching for is how are we going to do today, and I may be entering Coke today somewhere. Let's just draw a circle here. Somewhere in this area, I may be entering Coke today. Might even be tomorrow. I can't guarantee it's going to be today. First target I'm looking at is about 51.25 up here, and that fills this little gap space in there. After that, I'll be looking at something about this 53.60 up here on Coke, and that will more than fulfill my goals for working the Road to Wealth account. Another chart that's looking awfully good is eBay. eBay has, let's put this line up here. You can see eBay has been trending down, and now it is flipped up over that downtrend line. Our trend indicator is green. pretty organized on the candles, a slight little pullback, and then we tipped all the way down to the trend indicator yesterday, and the buyers brought it back up. That little chart pattern right there, kind of a pop out of the box. I'd like one more day, but hey, I'm going to take it. So I'll be looking for an entry inside this box, or possibly a breakout with a target of 62 and 65 up here. Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is a rounded bottom breakout, one of my favorite chart patterns. And here, let's get rid of all that actually right there. So Planet Fitness has a low, high, higher low, and it's broken out. Let's put a line up there. Broken out of that higher high. Here we're consolidating for 3 days, just underneath the dotted deuce, but yet over the 50-day simple. If I start to see follow through on this, so bullishness show up, then I will look at buying it. The bullishness can show up inside here. We don't know what today is going to look like. So let's see if we see some buyers start coming in. And by the way I see this is I use the live trading alert scanner. I have this on what I call a hot list, and I'll keep an eye on it. When I see it start to make a new day high, or sometimes an intraday high, then I may enter this stock, or I may wait for a breakout. I can't guarantee it'll be in here, can't guarantee it'll be up here. What I will be looking for is for Planet Fitness to run back up here to the 200 period moving average, and that's going to be somewhere in the 10.5% range for profit, and that would actually be fantastic, adding to our Road to Wealth account. Hang on, I'm going to grab another drink of water. Man, I'll be glad when this cold is over. All right, let's take a look at GLW. Now, I was in GLW. I closed GLW here. Had a very small profit on it here a few days ago. I mentioned it here on YouTube in a past video. Here we've got a small-bodied candle, doji type candle yesterday. The trend is still trending. We have this low, high. I'm looking for the higher low. We start breaking out through this area here. Here, we'll put that line up a little bit. Low, high, watching for that higher low, that buy signal in here. Looks like we're going to open up a little lower, which I think is positive. That pulls us back a little bit more. If this chart can find some buyers, then we may be buying in this area right down. Whoops, I made that a little high. We may be looking to buy down in this area right in here, and then looking for 34, then up here 35, 35 and a half for a target. VIAC also could be setting up. Here we have a little pullback to the trend indicator, a doji, nice bullish day, and really at one point each one of these days we had an inside day. One of my favorite chart patterns. Let's just put this up like that. I'm going to move that right in there. So I'm going to be looking for an entry in this area here with a breakout of 28.50. I'm thinking 35.30 might be a nice target to shoot for. FCX. Now FCX is moving up. A little doji bullish engulf here. Looks like we're opening up on an inside day. Maybe inside day. With a breakout of 15, I'm looking for 16.50. By the way, this is also a chart that I bought yesterday. We're up on it. I don't know how much. I don't have my platform up and running. You know what? Give me a second. Let me do that. Okay, I'm back with the magic of pausing the video. I opened up my trading platform here, and then I can give you some accurate numbers. So remember, we did buy FCX yesterday. It's still on the watch list because I do think and I do like the idea. I think there's good probabilities that it moves higher. We bought FCX yesterday. We're currently up 14.29% at the close. With an inside day, it's possible I add to it. Possible, certainly can't guarantee that. And then on a breakout, we should be golden here, making some money. There is a possibility I sell this today if it breaks out and runs high. And we'll just see what tomorrow brings, whether or not I hold it or not. So looking good here on FCX. Another one that we were in, and we closed yesterday because it met all our closing rules for the Road to Wealth account, which I will be talking about in a workshop that will be coming up. But I closed that out, and we did that for a nice 23% gain on Disney. Now, I'm not opposed to buying Disney back. Whoops, let's get rid of all that and then put this back. There we go. I'm not opposed to buying Disney back. It's just going to have to set up for another one of our trades, something like that right in here, possibly that candle. So we'll be watching for a breakout or a little bit of consolidation that may set up for a buy. So again, that was a little 23%er on Disney. I do think Disney has room to run. Let's see, what else did we do here? SLV. Yesterday, we bought some SLV, and we knew it was down here, close to the trend indicator and right hugging a trend line. Now, we had this on the hot list meaning the live trading alert scanner, and I caught it moving up down in here, and I took my time. I got into this, I guess, kind of late actually, but we ended up pretty good on it. It closed well. It looks like we're going to open up inside day, which I kind of yesterday mentioned to the members that I kind of expected to maybe consolidate. Let's get that out of the way. Consolidate a little bit, come into that trend line just a tad, and there I may look for an add to. Currently on SLV, we're up 13.7%. That's not too shabby in itself. Looking to test this test challenge, that high up there of about $26.40. A breakout would send it up higher, and then we would be looking at testing this high over here in early August. Let's see, what else did we do? Oh yeah, I closed my dog. I had a dog trade. SLB, it just never got going. I closed that out with a loss. Sometimes you have losses. It is what it is. All traders have losses, good or bad. You just have to deal with them. So I took my loss on my dog chart here, but overall, I think we're doing pretty good. And like I mentioned earlier, we did buy some VXX down here just a little bit. And I will consider adding on some positive trading, but we'll see how that goes today. May not get it. Market is still bullish. All right, folks. Again, this is Ray with Hit Run Candlesticks. I want to thank you very, very much for watching our Thursday blog here. If you like what you hear, give us a thumbs up, please. If you're not subscribed, click on that subscribe button. It's painless, and you'll be alerted on all the videos we put out. You guys all take care. Have a great day, and have a terrific weekend coming up.